can see you.
Okay. So before we start, right, what I'm going to do is I'll just quickly introduce myself, and you know, I will just walk through what are the things that we're going to discuss today, and at least you'll get an overview about what is MicroStrategy and everything we're going to discuss on it. And same thing I would expect from you. You can just introduce quickly yourself and what is the expectation of this training so that we can pace it accordingly. Okay, so my name is Panish. I have been around like 10 years working on MicroStrategy across different domains and different technology. I won't say technologies, the functionalities, like starting from the setting up infrastructure, doing building up the entire environments, doing the administration tasks, architects, development, and so on. From the training, it's been more than 3 years. I've been training candidates on MicroStrategy as per their enrollments, and definitely today we're going to discuss what are the topics that we're going to go through during the entire course. What is MicroStrategy? What are the different interfaces that we do have it in MicroStrategy, and something around that. Okay, so I would say this is pretty much about myself. If you guys can introduce yourself, that would be really great.
This is Sachin Kumar. I'm working as a consulting field in around 10 years in US, and I am a BI consultant. And I would like to know more about MicroStrategy admin because I worked on MicroStrategy consultant even.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm working like last 13, 14 years, and I have like pretty much idea of doing like MicroStrategy admin as well because I did in couple of projects for working as an admin. But I would like to more clear about admin things, about the installation process. I did also installation, but I would like to dive in more about installation and understanding the whole environment, and then how to like link all these components together.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's all about me.
Sure. Thank you so much, Sachin.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Anyone else? Sujin, Raul.
Yes, my name is Sujan. I have overall of 5 years of experience
Mm-hmm.
working, and I have experience with various business tools like ClickView and Tableau.
Okay.
Uh, so I'm new to this tool, MicroStrategy. I would like to implement like development of server environment of this one.
So
Uh,
you're looking more for the architect development or the admin as well?
uh, everything.
Okay. Okay.
End.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Hey Rahul, can you just introduce yourself, please, and what is the expectation of this training? I think you might have to just unmute your mic, Rahul.
Yeah,
Hey.
you getting me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah, this is Rahul Kumar. My experience is more than 3 years as a data research analyst.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to express my knowledge in a MicroStrategy administration.
Okay, just the admin. All right.
So thank
Okay.
you. Yeah,
Okay.
admin part.
Okay. Cool.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much. Okay, so I think majority of you are more looking for the admin as well as I think there's some who look for the dev as well. So I'll just walk you through as to what are the things that we can cover it up. I'll show you both the things. I'm going to show you from the architect and developer as well as from the administration things that we're going to cover it up. Okay, all right. So starting from the architect and developer, okay, the first thing that we understand is the MicroStrategy BI architecture. How MicroStrategy really works. What are the components which are involved? How the request, the execution flow happens. So like whenever you run a report from MicroStrategy, how MicroStrategy generates a SQL, where exactly the SQL has been generated, and what is metadata all about. So that's something we're going to discuss under the architecture part, and I'm also going to make you familiar with the interfaces. So within MicroStrategy, only for development, we have a couple of interfaces. We have something called as developer tool, we have something called as MicroStrategy web interfaces, and so on. Okay, once we are good with that, the next thing that we're going to do is microstrategy, intelligence, and administration. This is completely an administrator task, but we also cover under the architect and development. This is something where you're going to understand how to set up the environment. Starting from the scratch, we were going to understand how to configure the metadata, how to configure the servers, how to configure project sources in all the modes, how we can create a project within the project source, and how we can connect that particular project to the data warehouse. So this is the entire, I would say, an environment setup which is done by an admin team, but still we cover under our developers so that every candidate understands as to how the setup is really been done. So starting from the server and metadata, project source, project, where how and you can restart your services, the role of metadata, and connecting it to the data warehouse and everything. Once we uh, here, I will. You have any questions around?
No, no, no.
Okay, so just a request, please be on mute so that we get a good quality recording. In case you have any question,
Okay.
definitely you can unmute yourself, please.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Now, once we are done with the setup, so we definitely go through the microstrategy architect part. That's the first thing that we focus on from the architect and development training, where we're gonna first start discussing or brushing up our concepts around the logical model and the physical model. We are not going to design any model as such over here, but definitely we're just going to discuss about the model more from the MicroStrategy. Okay, so what are facts, what are relationships, what are hierarchies, normalizations, and so on. So everything about the logical model and the physical model, more how you can incorporate within your MicroStrategy tool. So that is something that we're going to discuss over here. Once we are good with those terminologies and concepts, we're going to start building the entire semantic layer. We're going to start it from the scratch. We're going to import the tables, create all the semantic objects, define the relationships. So whatever comes under a MicroStrategy semantic layer design, that is something we're going to discuss under MicroStrategy architect model. Once we are good with that, the next thing that we're going to discuss is about the MicroStrategy development objects. So what are the application objects, what are the public objects that you see under a MicroStrategy? That is something that we're going to cover here. The basic filters, prompts, reports, some kind of report manipulations and data manipulations, style manipulations, sorting, subscriptions, and so on. So this is something that we're going to cover under the basic development. Once you're good with this particular model as well, thereafter we're going to go it further to the advanced MicroStrategy model, where we're going to create the advanced level filters, advanced level metrics, consolidations, custom groups, how you can fine tune your reports using VLDB properties, how you can create a cube, how you can create a report out of a SQL, and so on. So all these things will be definitely covered under the advanced module. So this is entirely, if you look over here, it's a basic code development that you're gonna do within the tool. And finally, at the end, we're gonna cover up our main topic, which is the dashboards development. So we're gonna make sure that we also go through each and every report service documents and the dashboard development that can be done within the MicroStrategy tool. So it's not just the standard enterprise dashboard. We are also gonna cover the visual inside dashboard, the analysis dashboards that can be developed over here. Okay, so in and out, all the things that we're going to cover under the architect and admin training. So this is just the topics that I have listed over here. It's more from the architect and developer. I will also walk you through as to what are the things that we're going to cover under the administration. Okay, so when we see as an administration training, okay, again, first of all, we need to understand how we're going to set up the environment. So definitely the one that has been mentioned over here about the intelligence server and administration module, that is also something we're going to cover. Definitely we have to cover under an admin training. And along with that, we are also going to understand how the MicroStrategy web can be configured. So that will be the part, that will be the starting point for the admin training, and thereafter these are all topics that we're going to go through. So we're going to see how the architectures can be configured, how the user managers, like how you can onboard your users, and how you can give the different kind of authentications, different kind of the access to a corresponding projects or the corresponding objects, and what are the different privileges that you can set it up. So that is something we're going to cover under the user manager. Once we define the user manager, you also have to define some security roles around that. What kind of levels, what kind of objects, what kind of things they can really do on the fly within the tool. So all those around the privileges, I would say, that's something we're gonna see over here. A security filter is something we're gonna definitely understand when you want to restrict the data that it has to be displayed under for a particular user. Okay, so that is something, it's more from the data standpoint, but yes, definitely the security filter has to be applied at the project level. So this is something which only the admin team can do. We are also going to understand how to this is not a nodes, this is nodes actually. So how to configure the environment in a shared cluster environment. So when I say how you can configure your MicroStrategy in a cluster environment, it means you will be having a 2 or 3 iServers pointing to the same project source, so that if any one server goes down, all your requests can be diverted to some other node or another iServer. So we are also going to see how we can configure the cluster environment. Alright. Thereafter, just give me a second. I think Shrikant, you just joined in, right? So we are just give me 2 minutes. I will complete this admin topics, and I will come back to you as to what are the things that we discuss, and I will even discuss like what are the expectation that you have with this training, so that at least we know like what we are discussing over here. All right. So now, okay, cool. Thank you. So now that's something that we're going to cover over here, which is called as cluster nodes. Then after, we're going to see what are the other admin things that you can monitor. What are the jobs that have been running? What are the user connections? Different types of database connections, different types of caches. Everything will be covered over here. Thereafter, we're going to discuss about the subscription parts. Like when you create a subscriptions, you also need to have a schedule. Either it's in time-based schedule or an event-based schedule. So time-based schedule, like at a particular instance of time, your subscriptions has to be kicked off. So some kind of a trigger event has to be enabled within MicroStrategy. So that will definitely come under the schedules and subscription. And when I say subscription, we're gonna see all the types of subscription, the email, file, like how exactly your delivery has to be done. So like at a particular point of time, if in case your report has been getting executed, the output of that needs to be delivered as in which channel, either as an email, as in a static file, and so on. So that is something which will be discussed under the subscription. We are also going to see what are the other properties that would be available while you create the projects and the project sources. Thereafter, majority of your admin will be handled by this all manager tools. Okay, so there are multiple admin tools or the admin components which comes along with your MicroStrategy to perform different kind of activities. So we have something called as object manager, integrity manager, command manager, enterprise manager. We have something called as, now from 10.x we have something called as system manager. Not system manager was from 9.x as well, the operation manager, which is from 10.x. So all these manager options are also something that we're going to discuss during the training. So what is the role of object manager, how you can migrate the objects, how you can do the testing between the environments, how you can create various scripts and that you can execute within the environment, how you can get the statistics around the entire MicroStrategy projects that you are hosting it. Then there is one more strong, I would say, schedule component, which is called as scenario casting administration. Even that will be covered under a training. And apart from that, we do have 2 other manager options. We have something called a system manager, where you can create your various workflows and do all kind of an activities. And there is also something called as operation manager. Operation manager has been introduced from 10.x to to just keep an eye on your server, and even you can schedule for your enterprise manager activities. So that is something also we're going to cover. And the other general things that we're going to cover is also from the upgradation. Now generally as an admin, what we come is that MicroStrategy keeps on upgrading the version. And for the clients that you work in, there is a possibility that even you would be involved to upgrade from one environment to the other, and that is also something we're going to focus on. The last and the few things that we're going to cover is about the certain other configuration, like mobile configuration, how you can support your MicroStrategy environment on a mobile platform. Let's say that it's an Android phone, it's an iPad device or an iPhone device. So how you're going to configure your environment? So how you're going to configure your mobile server so that even you can access the MicroStrategy projects on it. And the other things, we're also going to see how we can integrate MicroStrategy under the Office products. So let's say, for an example, I have the Excel, PowerPoint, or a Word document, and from under that I want to deploy or I want to integrate some of my MicroStrategy reports or dashboards. Even those are possible. So I have discussed two things over here, which are completely two different enrollments. First, where I have went through just the architect in the architect and the development training contents, and this is something where we are discussing more on the admin topics. So it's a completely different training. It's a completely different enrollments. So whatever you have been, what you really want to go through, definitely you can enroll it for same, and accordingly we can kick off from there. I think Sachin has some questions around. Yes, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, Panish. So I have a question about admin part.
Mm-hmm.
So are you going to provide software for MicroStrategy
Okay, so we already have the evaluation version, which will be valid for 30 days.
Okay.
We will give you the link. We will give you the credentials, and you can definitely install on your machine. You can download and install on your machine, and after 30
Okay.
days, the catch is you just have to uninstall and install it back. So that's going to be again valid for 30 days. So basically,
But
after yes.
I know MicroStrategy stopped doing that from a long time. I think 5-6 years ago they stopped reinstalling evaluation version. So it's like somewhere they are going to put some kind of note inside the cache, registry, and then you cannot reinstall it again. I'm like even though you are going to uninstall it.
No, no.
So
I can assure you that's not the case. We can definitely reinstall it. That's for sure. I can help you
okay,
on that. So we'll give you the credentials for downloading. You can use your account to, just to reinstall. I mean, like to install and reinstall it. Just make sure that
okay,
when you reinstall, it's going to ask you for a selection which says notify to MicroStrategy. Just say I don't want to notify to MicroStrategy at this point of time. Okay.
okay,
So by this, it can be made sure that the software can be reinstalled. If you notify to the MicroStrategy, definitely your email ID gets registered over there. So the only catch over here is that you do not notify to them.
okay. And another thing for mobile configuration. So you are going to talk about iPad, like what MicroStrategy providing up for iPad app that we are going to discuss, or you are going to discuss about how to create your own app and then how to
No,
launch your product.
no, that's a different thing. I am not going to go into that SDK because every other tools has different SDK, Android SDK or an Xcode for an iOS. That is something we're not really going to discuss. We're going to
Okay.
discuss how you can configure your environment to support the mobility. So now let's say
Okay.
you have your iServer, you have a web server. You also need to deploy a mobile server.
Mm-hmm.
From there, how you can integrate so that if I'm using an iPad, if I have an application, how I can link that
Mm-hmm.
application, the one which is MicroStrategy providing me, how I can link that application to my environment so that whenever I click on that application, automatically it will route to my environment and I can access my projects and reports and dashboards.
Okay, and about command manager, so are you going to how to write scripts for different
Yeah,
purposes? Like let's say
absolutely.
I have to create 100 matrix, so just write a
Absolutely.
script and then
Yes,
okay,
I will show you that.
okay, it's interesting. I'll
Yeah,
say,
absolutely,
all
absolutely,
right. If I have
absolutely.
if I have more questions, I'll just bother you. So
Anytime,
please
sir.
don't mind.
Anytime,
Yeah.
sir. That's the reason I'm here. Don't worry, Sachin. You can ask me a number of questions, and definitely, see, the interaction makes a more knowledgeable. Okay, so definitely I will try to answer all of your queries. Even if in case the one which I'm not so sure, I will definitely tell you I'm not so sure, but definitely I will get back to you on that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
No
And
problem.
sorry about another question. So how long that training is going to be like done? Whole this admin training.
Okay, so admin training generally takes around 2 to 3 weeks on an average. That depends upon the various experience of candidates that we have. So now for certain candidates, I've even completed in 1 week because they are already working on that. So if I look as an average about the the freshers who are very new to MicroStrategy, I would say, and who are already experienced with MicroStrategy. So on an average, I would say it would take 2 to 3 weeks. And
Okay.
and if you ask me for the architect and development, this is for everyone. It takes around 4 or 5 weeks. The entire architect and development training.
Okay. Okay. All right.
No problem, Sachin.
Thank you.
No problem. Any other queries from any other candidates, please? Rahul, Sachin, or I think there was one more. I'm so sorry. Shrikant. Yeah. Any other queries? Shrikant, I think you just joined a bit late, so we just introduced ourselves, and there are we have just even walked through like what is the expectation for each and every candidate who has joined for the demo, so that and that's the reason people over here are more looking out for an admin, and there are also certain folks who are also looking for development training. So that's the reason I have covered both the topics, but I really want to know from your end as well as to what you are really looking out for from this training, so that we can go ahead accordingly.
Hi, my name is Srikanth. Your name is Panish, no?
That's correct. That's correct.
Yeah. I'm actually looking for a MicroStrategy developer.
Okay.
So can you just quickly go through that
Absolutely.
syllabus and contents of that?
Sure. Sure, Shrikant. Sure. I will do that. Not a problem. So if I will just quickly go through that. This is the development and architect training. Okay, it's not the development only. We're also going to design the semantic layer. The
Okay.
I'm gonna discuss the next thing, and like after we are done with this training content, I'm going to discuss about the MicroStrategy architecture as to how it really works. That is something I'm going to discuss, and thereafter we also going to cover certain portion of admin to as to see how we can set up the environment. Okay, though it's an admin task, but we still cover over here so that every candidate understand how the backend configuration has been done. So starting from the server configuration, project source metadata, project connecting it to the warehouse, and so on. So that is also something that we're going to cover. Thereafter, we're going to switch to the MicroStrategy architect module, where we're going to brush our concepts for logical model and physical data model. We are not going to design any model as such, but how we can use your model within your MicroStrategy tool, that is something we're going to discuss on it. And once you're done with that, the entire semantic layer designing will be done. So starting from the scratch, how to import the tables, how to create each and every schema objects, how you can define the relationships and everything in and out about your entire semantic layer design. Thereafter, we're going to start with the basic development module, where we're going to see a simple objects, filters, metrics, prompts, basic reports, doing the data manipulations and style manipulations, creating subscriptions, and so on. Thereafter, once you're very good with MicroStrategy, okay, I've done the semantic layer design, I've done with the basic development. Thereafter, we're going to switch to the advanced module, under which we're going to see the advanced level objects within the filters, metrics, and so on. There are two special types of objects that we do have, something called as consolidations, custom groups, how you can fine tune your reports for better performance using VLDP properties, creating cubes, and how you can even create a report out of a SQL. So that will all covered under the advanced MicroStrategy. Few things from the MicroStrategy web I'm going to walk you through as to how MicroStrategy web really looks like and what are the things that you can do. And finally, we're going to cover up our dashboard development, both the dashboards, the enterprise as well as the analysis dashboards. And we're going to see each and every component that can be incorporated within a dashboard. So that is something we're going to discuss, I would say, throughout our architect and development module. Okay, and this for this entire course, as I said, on an average it takes around 4 to 5 weeks. All right. Okay.
Yes.
Sure. So let me just switch back to the architect part. I know I think many of you might be knowing it, but still, this is for everyone who are there on the call. So the one that you're seeing right now describes about the MicroStrategy BI architecture. When I say MicroStrategy architecture, how MicroStrategy really works. Okay, I'm quite sure on the left hand side the three components that you're seeing, the backend components, you would be very much aware of it. You have source system, you have ETL, you have data warehouse. So this forms all the entire part of your backend, where where the data processing happens. The data that you get in from the users, the backend tool will process it and it's going to store in the warehouse. Okay, we are good until here. But on top of that, we will always have a BI reporting tool. When I say BI reporting tool, okay, when I say a BI reporting tool, it's just that how we can execute your reports and the dashboards to get the data from the warehouse and display the same within your reports and the dashboards. Okay, now let's try to understand. This is my MicroStrategy interface. Okay, every MicroStrategy interface, the main thing that you need to understand is its metadata. Okay, if you look over here, I have shown the metadata repository over here. Please understand one thing over here, the metadata repository plays a very vital role. Okay, so metadata is a repository which stores each and every object definition as well as your entire environment details. Okay, so whatever things or whatever the activity that you do within your environment, every information will be incorporated within the metadata. So even if I create a user, even if I configure a server, even if I create any projects and connect to a warehouse, and even within the project, if I create any objects, any reports or dashboards, every information and its definition will be stored in the metadata. And that's the reason we always say the metadata plays a very vital role. If anything goes wrong with your metadata, your entire system, your entire environment will come down. Okay, so let's try to understand how MicroStrategy works. Let's say for an example, I'm trying to run a simple report from my project. Okay, I'm just running let's say yearly sales. Definitely I need two objects, one which gives me the year information and other which gives me the sales information. So when I execute that report, the first thing it will do is it will come and hit the metadata. It will not go to the warehouse directly. It will first come and hit the metadata and it will try to read the object definition. Metadata already has all the object definitions, right? So it will try to fetch how the year object has been created. It's pointing to which table columns. Sales as an object is pointing to which table columns and what kind of aggregation you have defined. And over here, it will generate the SQL. So the role of metadata that you need to understand is it's going to fetch the object definition when you request for a data, and based on that, based on its definition, it's going to generate a SQL query. So this is the area where your SQL gets generated, and once that SQL is ready, the metadata will open a connection to the warehouse. It will definitely have all the details. It's going to execute that SQL, and once the data has been fetched, it's going to come back to the MicroStrategy and display the same within your reports or the dashboards. Okay, so this is the entire cycle of your MicroStrategy, how it really works. And either you go with the architect training, you go with the admin training, this is definitely we're going to understand how to set up this environment, how to set up that, how we can link each and every components so that, the internal talking can happen, my execution will be successful, it has to connect to the correct warehouse and so on. Okay, so this is just a brief overview about the MicroStrategy architecture, and that's something we're going to discuss more in detail as we start with the actual training. I'll just take a pause over here. Is this making sense? Any question around this? No? Okay.
I have
Sure, please. Sure, go ahead.
actually, are we going to query the database directly, or we are going to extract the data?
Okay. See, for yes, I got a question. So, Mike, whenever you work on any BI reporting tool, right, we are not going to write any query. Even in MicroStrategy is a powerful tool. You don't have to write any kind of a query. The way you create your objects, Okay, so let's say when I give you an example about the yearly sales report, I'm going to create a year object which will be pointing to a table and column. I'm going to create my sales object by doing some aggregation on a column and pointing to some fact table. So when I run a report, MicroStrategy is intelligent enough to generate the query accordingly. Definitely it's going to be based on the objects you create, but MicroStrategy is the one who's going to generate the SQL query for us. And that is the one, once the query that has been that has been generated over here, will open a connection to the warehouse and execute the same under it to get the required data. So you're not going to write any kind of a query. It's a MicroStrategy part who's going to do it.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Definitely we will see that.
Data,
Go ahead.
your data is going to extract, or we are going to read the live database?
We're going to use the, like for our training, I'm going to use Microsoft Access database, but you can use anything. You can use Oracle, Teradata, Netezza, SQL Server, DB2, any database you want to use it. Does that answer your query, Sujan?
No. Actually, the extracted, like, I think you are aware of some other QEDs, and we are going to extract the data from data warehouse. We will query the data, that database. Is that happening with this one? Or we are going to query the live databases, like SQL?
So what you're saying is that, see, in our training, we're going to directly access the database. Okay, that's one thing. Second thing, when you see an extract, you're getting some data from the warehouse and you're storing it some other like some other area. Okay, but yeah, but when you save it as in another area, it would be under a database, right? Or it's just a flat file.
Yes, I mean it now.
Sorry?
Yes, I mean it. Yes.
Yes, definitely. You can also connect to your flat files. That's also okay. You can have your MicroStrategy. It's an on-the-fly cubes that can be created, which can be fetching the data from the flat files, and you can also schedule it to refresh it. So now let's say every day you refresh your extracts, automatically MicroStrategy also will every day refresh it based on the data that you have under your flat file. That also something can be done. Okay.
Yes,
Perfect. Okay, so this is about the architecture, and I'll not take much time because I think because there is a different expectation of the architect and development. I'll just quickly walk you through about the interfaces that we have. The one that you're seeing right now is the MicroStrategy developer tool. Okay, under which you're going to configure, there's a configuration part as well, and that is the architect and development part as well. When I say the configuration part is over here, we're going to configure all the project sources. How we're going to go? We're going to configure all the projects, and we're also going to understand how we can map it to the warehouse. So all the database instance, the credentials are going to be defined over here. Okay. All right, so that is something that we're going to discuss over here. We're going to access this particular tool. We're going to make sure that we set up this entire environment over here as well. Apart from this tool is majorly used by all the architects and developers, where they're going to build the entire environment. Okay, so that is also something that we're going to cover under our training, as to understand how we can create each and every object specifically by using this tool. This is purely for architects and developer, and for an administration is to create all this project source, connecting it to the servers, creating the projects, creating the database instance with the required credentials, and so on. So both the things are going to be done over here, and based on the batch that we start, definitely during our training we're going to discuss more in depth about this. This is about the developer tool. We also have one UI, that is something called as MicroStrategy Web, and this is purely for the end users. I would say nothing comes as a part of your architect or a developer, because for an admin also nothing much that you're going to do over here. But yes, definitely you will see how we can set up this environment, how we can configure the MicroStrategy Web. This is for the admin, and for the architects and developer, we have to understand how they can browse through multiple objects, how they can execute the reports and the dashboards, and do the data analysis. So this is also one of the interface that we do have under the MicroStrategy, and definitely during our training course we're going to discuss in detail. Apart from this, the rest all comes under the admin part. starting with the configuration wizard, doing all the kinds of manager as I have discussed, as I have shown you under this particular course. That all comes under the admin, and we definitely have it under our installation. So everything we're going to cover in detail. Alright, so this is, I would say, pretty much that I have it from the demo standpoint. I will just open it up for all of you in case you want to discuss on any specific topics, or you have any queries around this for whatever things that we have discussed. Feel free to shoot out.
One thing,
Sure.
if the always security and the object level security is provided in the server and the administration side,
Yes.
it's provided in the
Yes, all the kind of securities I have already listed over here. So either it's an object level, it's a user level, or it's a data level. So all the things we're going to cover under the administration training.
here in the jobs, in the sense we are scheduling the data refresh like that.
No, the data refresh is not a part of MicroStrategy. Data refresh, when I say data refresh in the warehouse, that's your ETL part.
Yeah.
The jobs over here is how to monitor the jobs that are running in MicroStrategy. So like, I will having thousands of users who are running different kind of reports. How I can monitor those things, which reports are getting executed, which reports are still in queue, those all comes under the jobs monitor. Any other questions, guys?
Oh yeah, so this is Sachin.
Yes, Sachin.
So about version upgrade steps you said. So
Yes.
I thought like it's going to be like totally new installation, because right now what MicroStrategy is doing, like if you want to upgrade from 10.3 to 10.6, you have to upgrade your whole system.
Yes. So what I'm going to show you over here is, I'm not going to show you two versions, but I will take a metadata which is of older version. Whenever we work on an upgradation, it's always about the metadata upgradation, right?
Yes.
So I will take a I already have a copy of metadata which is on 9.x version. I will show you how I will upgrade to 10.x from step 1.
Okay.
So that is something that it can help you out.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
No problem, Sachin. Okay, so I think we are quite good. So once again, thank you so much for joining this call. Really appreciate it. Yeah, and thanks again. Like we have already discussed about the architect in development. Definitely, you can get in touch with the big classes about your enrollments and whatever the queries that you have. We will try our best to answer all your queries, and once we are all good to go ahead, definitely we will just make sure that accordingly we go with the course that you have enrolled for. All right, so thanks again, and hope to see you soon on the training, and we can kick off from there. All right.
All right. Thanks, Punish.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thanks, Manish.